What is one of the easiest ways to cry inside as a dental practice owner? My name is Paul, Dr. Nacho Goodman, and this has happened to me. A ransomware attack on your business. It can shut down operations. It causes a tremendous amount of stress inside the office and will also cost you profitability. I'm here with Al Wissinger, Managing Director of Strategic Solutions. He's going to share how his company, Fluency, helps protect dentists, patient data, and practice data. Thanks for being here, Al.
Thank you, Paul, for having me. Appreciate it.
Now, what do you guys do to prevent dentists from feeling like this inside? What do you guys do to prevent them from feeling like this?
So that's a great question. One of the things that we have done over the years is we've perfected the ability to capture what's called log data from all sources within your environment. We have then taken a very advanced product called an endpoint detection and response, deeply integrated that into our tool, and then we've strategically put together a relationship with what's called an MSSP, that's managed security service providers, that will actually watch your entire environment and work with you to help resolve things. So by putting all three of those things together, we bring that power of three concept, if you will, with the advanced latest technology to help monitor, protect, and even roll back ransomware attacks that occur on Windows devices.
That is awesome. I like we're breaking this down. Now, I'm going to share a dentist thing. Many times we say to a patient, your tooth might break, you have an infection. You know what they say? Doc, it doesn't hurt me today. And this is how we feel inside. Because we say, it doesn't hurt you today, but tomorrow could be the day. Before you go on vacation could be the day. When you're going to your grandchild's recital could be the day. So share with us some of these businesses, dental practices included, and you have an example one today. What happens when they have this unexpected attack and they are not protected?
Well, the simple fact is that two things. You can take a couple of years back in 2019 where a provider of dental software, right, the cloud, they got hacked. And what happened is all of their clients downstream, that malicious environment came down to them and started impacting their businesses, right? So essentially what happens is when this ransomware gets on your machine, it locks up all the files and scrambles them, and you can't unscramble them. So unless you have absolute current backups, you're going to lose all of that data. Secondly, you can't operate probably without having IT systems in place. How are you going to do your dental imaging, right, if it's online? How are you going to connect with your appointment schedules and all of this kind of stuff? So you lose that. But here's the other thing that's happening, Paul, is your client's data is now being taken out and then put on the web, and your individual clients are now being extorted to pay gold, bitcoins, in order to protect their data from going public.
Let me just share with you, Al, dentists, we're not very well liked to begin with. This is not going to make us more likable. So now let's talk about a solution. A dentist saying, oh, geez, I got no idea what's happening at my practice. What should they do, and how can Fluency help them? I want to share a couple times to connect with Fluency. Just text security to 215-543-6454 to learn more. But say, now what do you guys do to solve this problem and help protect?
So listen, you guys all the time tell us, and in fact, I go next week for my biannual cleaning, and that's about prevention and detection, right? You're going to clean, but you're also going to look for problems ahead of time and get those resolved. So what we do is we come into your environment, we make sure we understand everything you have, we start capturing that data, we then deploy one of the most advanced EDR products, which is a next generation antivirus that does absolute good protection on your systems. And then we have a company that monitors your practice 7/24, 365 for issues, and they work with you to resolve those issues. So by bringing that packaged content together, you have a power of three. It's one of those traditional things that says 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. It really equals 4 because of how deeply all of that is integrated.
Well, that's really awesome. I have two pieces of good advice. Next week, when you go for your cleaning, be flossing on the way in to just show how committed you are to flossing. And number two, just like a patient, when we say, hey, this tooth would benefit from a crown to protect it, first thing patient thinks is, what does it cost? Give me just a broad picture. Look, I'm a dentist. I got 15 computers in my office. What am I investing in monthly in Fluency?
That's a great question, Paul. So listen, the way we like to ask the question is, what is your cost of being down on a daily basis? And then take and break that down on an hourly basis. Now, if I tell you you've got 10 machines in your office for your staff, right? If that's a singular practice, or maybe it's 20. The fact is that we can come in and offer you on a per machine basis for around $20 a month per machine to have 724, 365 protection from this ransomware environment. And the fact is simple. Customers are starting to get smart about businesses that don't protect their data, and they're going to go elsewhere.
I love it. For $20 a month, Dennis, we spend $20 a month on so many different things in our office that do not return value like this. So you can sleep better at night, so your team can feel like you're protected. I've had this experience where we had a ransomware attack. It went as well as you could possibly expect, and it was one of the most stressful 3 days of my life. It shut down operations, can cost $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a day. That's money. But what is your morale worth? What is it worth for you to confidently say to a patient, we did not have a breach in data, versus saying, hey, we have to share with you that maybe this happened. We all know that. So Al, I'm so proud to have you guys as a key resource and sponsor of the group. People wanted to reach out to you directly, learn more. How could they do that?
Listen, there are several ways to do that. Certainly, I know that when they text you, that they'll have a landing page that they can go to. It's nachos.fluencysecurity.com, and simply fill out a form, and we'll give a free consultation. It only takes minutes. And then from there, I would engage with them directly and start working to do an assessment to understand how can we protect you better and really get you started right away. It is so simple. It's not even funny, Paul.
Love that. I love having you as part of it, what we're doing. Good luck on that dental visit next week. And thanks so much for being an awesome key resource and sponsor of the group.
All right. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.